Sea of Thieves will make land on PlayStation 5 systems soon. Microsoft's flagship co-op pirate game, Sea of Thieves, was originally exclusive to Xbox consoles and Windows PCs. However, as part of the company's wider move to multi-platform, Sea of Thieves is one of the first Microsoft games coming to PS5. This is a long-awaited development and an excellent way to get new players into a 6-year-old game. But don't think its age means it's outdated or out of content. New updates regularly keep Sea of Thieves interesting, and its procedurally generated quests always have surprises in store. Here's everything to know about Sea of Thieves on PS5. Sea of Thieves PS5 Gameplay Details. First and foremost, yes, Sea of Thieves will have cross-play with all platforms, Xbox, PC, and PS5. It's always had cross-play between console and PC, so this isn't a totally new feature. However, it's nice to know that PS5 players can join their more experienced friends on other platforms. Sea of Thieves is not unlike Skull and Bones. It's an open-world, primarily co-op game set in a fantastical pirate world in which salty sea dogs rub elbows with swashbuckling skeletons and spectral ships. In Sea of Thieves, players first join a crew of 1 to 4, with their party size determining the ship they command. 1 or 2 players get a sloop, 3 get a brigantine, and 4 get a galleon. The different ships have different stats. Sloops are quicker, but have fewer guns, while galleons are unwieldy, but armed to the teeth. Once everyone's said their hellos, the crew can select from a wide variety of activities. Players may partake in ship battles, hand-to-hand combat, or treasure hunting. Some factions, called trading companies, offer specific quests, which get more complicated and more lucrative as a player gains levels. These may pertain to picking up a shipment, digging up buried stashes, or taking out a bounty. There are also randomly triggered world events, like megalodon fights or skeleton forts, which drop rare loot. Other trading companies don't offer quests at all and exist simply to buy world event drops. And of course, there's PvP. If players so choose, they can engage in pitched battle against other player ships in order to steal their plunder. However, raising the banner of the Reaper's Bones, the official PvP faction, marks a ship on the map, putting a target on their back and warning lesser ships to get out of the way. Leveling up with any faction unlocks new items in in-game shops, and selling loot earns a player the gold they need to buy them. However, all items are purely cosmetic in Sea of Thieves. As a result, all players are on an even keel, and only luck and skill determine who wins. There may be microtransactions in Sea of Thieves, but there's no pay to win. And that's all there is to know about Sea of Thieves' upcoming PS5 release. As a game that thrives on both PvP and PvE, it benefits from having as many players as possible. The PS5 release should create a bumper crop of eager swabbies. They'll have a lot to learn when Sea of Thieves is released for PS5 on April 30th, 2024. Sea of Thieves PS5 Price. No official price has been announced for Sea of Thieves on PS5 at the time of writing. However, given its current price on other systems, it's possible to make a guess. Sea of Thieves goes for $39.99 USD on Steam. Its price fluctuates, though, as it frequently goes on sale. It's likely that, on release, the PS5 edition of Sea of Thieves will land near the higher end of that scale. Sea of Thieves will probably cost around $40 on PS5 at launch, although the price may go down later. It's also worth noting that Sea of Thieves is available at no additional cost to Game Pass subscribers on Xbox and PC. There's no official word on whether Sea of Thieves will be part of PlayStation Plus, but since a similar model seems to have worked for Microsoft, it's certainly a possibility. It likely won't launch as a free monthly game for PS Plus Essential subscribers, but may be available for download on some of the higher tiers.